In 5 years, I will be happy if I'm the number one player in the world.
In the summer of 2019, something wild happened on one of golf's biggest stages. A kid, not a man, a real kid stepped onto the course where legends play. And he didn't just show up, he held his ground. Some say it was a once-in-a-lifetime moment, others missed it completely. But here's the thing, what if it wasn't luck? What if it was just the start? Who was that kid? Michael Thorbjornsen was born in Cleveland, Ohio in late 2001. His dad is from Norway and his mom is from Zimbabwe. She played college golf, so the game was already in the family. When Michael was just 2 years old, he held his first set of toy clubs. At 4, he was walking the course with his mom, tagging along and watching every swing. It didn't take long to see he was different. By the time he was 6, he was already practicing and playing in the Boston area, where the family moved later on. At 10 years old, he won the U.S. Kids Golf World Championship. He won it again at 11. He kept winning and learning. At 16, he had a breakthrough that put his name in the golf world's mouth. He won the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship at Baltusrol. That win gave him a ticket to the 2019 U.S. Open at Pebble Beach. A high school kid playing in a major tournament. That just doesn't happen often. But here's where it gets even more unreal. He didn't just show up to Pebble Beach, he made the cut. He finished 79th. As a high school student, that moment alone was enough to hint at something special, but most people weren't looking. After high school, Michael had offers from the best golf programs in the country. He chose Stanford, just like Tiger Woods once did. At Stanford, Michael kept rising. In 2021, he won both the Western Amateur and the Massachusetts Amateur. In the 2022 college season, he had 8 top 10 finishes, including a win at the Pac-12 championship. But Michael didn't just shine in school events. In 2022, he played in the Travelers Championship as an amateur and finished 4th. That was higher than many seasoned pros. The prize money for 4th place? Over $400,000. But since he was still an amateur, he didn't take it. That money went to the next player behind him. Michael just wanted to prove he belonged, and he did. He also played in international team events for the United States, including the Arnold Palmer Cup and the Eisenhower Trophy. Those tournaments showed he could handle pressure, especially in team formats where more than just pride is on the line. In 2024, Michael finished first in the PGA Tour University rankings. That gave him full status on the PGA Tour starting right out of college. Most players have to fight their way up through smaller tours. Not Michael. He skipped the line because he earned it. Then came his pro debut. In his 3rd start, he nearly won the John Deere Classic. He ended as the runner-up. That alone would be a great rookie highlight. But then, early in the 2025 season, he did it again. Another 2nd-place finish, this time at the Corrales Punta Cana Championship. By the middle of 2025, he ranked in the top 5 for driving distance on the entire PGA Tour. His average was over 316 yards off the tee. That put him alongside the biggest hitters in the game. His longest drive that season? A whopping 388 yards. His gear is part of his power, but it's also how he swings. His driver setup includes a powerful club head and a firm grip, but it's his smooth, athletic motion that really makes the difference. His turn is strong, and his contact is clean. He doesn't just hit the ball far, he sends it flying on a path that cuts through the wind. When he was asked about his shots, Michael said, "When I hit them solid, they go the distance I need. They stay steady in the wind." That kind of talk isn't about luck. It's about skill and trust in your swing. It's not just power that makes him special, it's consistent. Even in limited starts, he ranked in the top 10 for greens in regulation. That means he wasn't just hitting long bombs. He was also giving himself good looks at birdie, round after round. A long hitter who also hits a lot of greens? That's a rare mix. In 2025, Michael added a new person to his team, caddy Lance Bennett. Lance had worked with Tiger Woods and other stars. Having him in the bag brought calm and knowledge to every round. Michael said that Lance helps slow him down when things get tense. When Michael feels nervous, Lance tells him to breathe. That voice in his ear, steady and experienced, helps keep him grounded. And Michael kept delivering. In the 2025 PGA Championship, he shot rounds of 68 and 70 and sat near the top of the leaderboard heading into the weekend. He wasn't just making cuts anymore, he was competing. Some golf magazines listed him as one of the best players on tour who hadn't won yet. That list isn't a knock. It's a sign that people expect to win soon. What makes Michael different from other players? It's not just his swing or his stats. It's how he acts. He doesn't chase fame. He doesn't try to stand out with noise. He lets his clubs do the talking. He plays with purpose and with quiet strength. When things get loud around him, he gets more focused. He thinks about the next shot, not the camera. He doesn't fold under pressure. He rises. He knows golf is not just about skill. It's about how you handle the ups and downs. He has seen both. He has had great finishes and some missed chances. But through all of it, he stayed steady. He didn't get too high with success or too low with setbacks. That kind of mindset is what makes champions. He watches the best. He studies the game. He doesn't just play it. He learns from every round, every shot, and every mistake. He listens to his team. He respects the sport. That shows in how he walks the course, how he talks to fans, and how he handles the spotlight. And he's just getting started. At only 23, he has already done more than many do in a full career. He made a major cut in high school. He crushed it in college. He stepped into the pro world and nearly won twice. He ranks with the longest hitters and the steadiest ball strikers. So here's the question. What might we see next from him? There may never be another Tiger Woods. That kind of talent and attention comes once in a lifetime. But every so often, someone comes along who makes you pause. Someone who reminds you of greatness, not by copying it, but by showing it in new form. Michael Thorbjornsen is one of those names. He has checked every box. He won junior tournaments. He made history in high school. He chose a legendary college. He built one of the best amateur records in recent years. And now, he is stepping into the pros not with noise, but with results. He plays long and smart. He thinks his way around a course. He doesn't panic. He studies. He listens. He trusts his swing. And he works. His Stanford coach once said, "When he's on, there's not many guys who can drive it better than him that have ever played." That's not just praise. That's a warning to the rest of the field. Michael knows the path ahead won't be easy. The PGA Tour is packed with talent. Veterans know how to win. Young stars are everywhere. The pressure never slows down. And when the spotlight hits, it can feel hot. Some players chase the spotlight too fast. Others hide from it. But Michael, he walks through it. He keeps his head down and plays. Maybe that's what makes him so interesting. He doesn't need the world to watch, but the world should. Because so far, everything in his journey says the same thing. He is just getting started. Michael knows the path ahead won't be easy. The PGA Tour is packed with talent. Veterans know how to win. Young stars are everywhere. The pressure never slows down. And when the spotlight hits, it can feel hot. Some players chase the spotlight too fast. Others hide from it. But Michael, he walks through it. He keeps his head down and plays. Maybe that's what makes him so interesting. He doesn't need the world to watch, but the world should, because so far everything in his journey says the same thing. He is just getting started. What does just getting started mean? In golf, many young players shine once and then fade under pressure. Michael is different. His story shows steady growth. From toy clubs at 2 years old to making the cut at Pebble Beach as a teen, every step built on the last. Coaches already compare his mindset to the greats. Not because he's chasing Tiger Woods, but because he's learned from him discipline, patience, and focus. Choosing Stanford gave him the best place to grow. And now, with a tour card, he's proving hard work brings results. The next step? A win. Every player remembers their first PGA Tour victory. For Michael, that breakthrough will not just mark a trophy, it will confirm everything people have whispered about since he was a kid. That he belongs at the very top. That he has the tools to not just play with the best, but to beat them. Fans should also notice how he carries himself outside of the course. He's approachable, respectful, and calm. In a sport that often sees tempers flare, Michael's steady personality makes him stand out. He signs for kids, thanks volunteers, and listens to reporters without rushing. That kind of character builds trust, not just with fans, but with sponsors, coaches, and teammates. Michael isn't perfect, no golfer is. He's had missed cuts and shaky rounds. But each time, he bounces back. He studies, practices, and works with his caddy to get better. That toughness could be the difference between being good and being great. Golf's history shows that the best players mix talent with strength of mind. Michael already shows both. He can drive the ball far, hit smart shots, and stay calm under pressure. When mistakes happen, he learns and moves on. So what's next? A big win? A Ryder Cup moment? Maybe even a major title? At only 23, his future is wide open. If he keeps going like this, he could become one of the biggest names in golf. Michael Thorbjornsen isn't just another golfer, he's a rising story. And every round he plays adds to it. The real question isn't if he'll make headlines again, it's when.